Hello everyone, and I hope you enjoyed my last video on the Atwood machine, where we use this device here to determine the acceleration due to gravity. Now here I've got another version of the machine of replacing the mass on the right hand side with a pulley, another mass that's attached across that pulley to the floor. And the question I'm going to ask here is, what is A2, the acceleration of mass M2? Well, this is a force question, so clearly we use Newton's laws of motion. But the first thing we'll do is let's look at the action of this device. As you can see, mass M1 accelerates up, mass M2 accelerates down, and the pulley that has no mass, or virtually no mass, also accelerates down. So we have to draw three free body diagrams, get our three equations of motion, solve them simultaneously, hopefully that will work, and find the acceleration of mass 2. There's the weight W1 acting down the way, and there's the tension T1 acting up the way. Now the other side of that string over the pulley has got the same tension in it. I'm ignoring the forces acting on the upper pulley. That force, that tension is still tension T1, and the arrow is going up the way, indicating it's pulling up the pulley below it, and the mass is attached to that pulley. Now, below that, we've got a different string pulling down on the pulley with a tension. It's a different string, so it's got a different tension, but the string still has the same tension on either side. This string on the right, we're going to call that T2, and that string is pulling down on the pulley on one side and pulling down on the pulley on the other side with the same tension T2. So the forces acting on the lower pulley are T1 acting up the way and two T2s acting down the way. Finally, there's the free body diagram of mass M2. Well, that's been pulled up by the string T2, as indicated, and it's been pulled down by gravity, indicated by its weight W2. So those are the two forces acting on mass M2. And if you notice, the string attached to mass M2 has got two tensions indicated on it. One pulling the pulley down, and the other pulling the mass up. In general, there's always two tensions acting on a string because it gets pulled at both ends. But in this case, I can ignore the two tensions acting on the upper string because we're not interested in the forces acting on the upper pulley because that's fixed. So those arrows there indicate our free body diagrams. I've got two tensions here, T1 and T2, but a very simple argument leads me to the conclusion that all the tensions can be expressed in terms of one tension, what we'll call T. And the point is, the pulley, although the pulley is accelerating, has got zero mass, or virtually zero mass, which means the difference in the forces acting on it, or the unbalanced force, is also virtually zero, meaning the force acting up the way T1 is equal in magnitude to the two forces acting down the way T2. So we can say that T2 is equal to a half of T1. So everything can be expressed in terms of one tension. And you can see the problem. The problem is, I've got two equations of motion, but I have three unknowns, T1, A1 and A2, three unknowns. So the best I can do here, as we're standing just now, is find an expression for A2 in terms of A1 and the masses. But that's no good because I'll need to find out the acceleration of A1. What's the point of finding out the acceleration of A1 to find the acceleration of A2 when I can find the acceleration of A2 directly? So there's no point in doing that. So now I'm at an impasse. Now when it came to the Atwood machine, in the previous video we could say that A1 was equal in magnitude to A2 except in the opposite direction, and that was my third equation, and I could use that to proceed. But in this case, I can't say with certainty that A1 and A2 have the same accelerations in opposite directions. Now they might have, certainly they might have, but it's not obvious to me that they are. So what we'll need to do, we'll need to find a third equation here, linking the accelerations, so I can take it one step further. Now that's a different video with a different argument, and I will do that shortly after I've posted this. But here we are just now with this Atwood machine, second version, 2 simultaneous equations, 3 unknowns. I need to find a third expression, and I'll do that in my next video. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, pass it on to a friend, they might be interested in as well. And if you've got any questions about this video or any other video, just ask and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching the Scottish Physicist, and I'll have another video up soon.